Yo, what is good everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another video. Today, we've got some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting out with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. Some people have been doubting how this game can affect Nintendo Switch hardware or saying that Nintendo does not have enough, but I just want to give you guys just a little snippet of information to show you how popular Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is this far before release. Now, the current positions for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch Amazon sales charts. It's #1 in Japan, #1 in the US, #1 in Germany, #3 in the UK, and #1 in Canada. And this is not counting gift cards and not available in France yet. And you guys all know France is huge on Nintendo. Shout outs to Dr. Serkan Toto for actually putting together all of that. But you guys know that I cover the Amazon sales charts for the West quite a bit, and Japan, he covered the rest of it there. And like I said, this is just Amazon sales charts. Imagine the rest of the world. Imagine everything else. Imagine all the different retailers. We did hear that back at E3, Nintendo Switch sales doubled after the Nintendo Switch presentation, and on top of that, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate pre-orders have been absolutely amazing at GameStop. So I do feel that this is just going to be a huge, massive type of thing for Nintendo. I'm thinking we're going to see sales that just pretty much shatter records that Nintendo has. I do think this will be the highest selling Super Smash Bros. Game ever in the franchise, and I do think that Nintendo Switch sales are going to explode because there's nothing else in December really when it comes to bigger games. Now, that is the prime shopping season for holiday and all that, so people are going to be buying other systems. We got that, but the fact that there's actually a big game coming out right then is pretty much the biggest game in December, easily by a long shot. So I'm excited to see how this is going to shake down. And like I stated before, people are kind of wondering and kind of doubting Nintendo if they can hit their goal and what they're trying to do. I think if this is any indication when it comes to Smash Bros. Popularity, and on top of that you have games like Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, plus Super Mario Party, plus all the games that they released earlier in the year. Octopath Traveler is going to be there at the end when it comes to sales. You also have Super Mario Odyssey. I think that's going to continue helping to sell the system. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. These are all evergreen titles that are big boosts to the system even well after they've came out. I think it's going to be a huge holiday season, and I think that it was expected for a lot of people. Obviously, some of you guys are probably saying, okay, well, yeah, it's Super Smash Brothers. But on my live streams, I've gotten so many questions of people saying, oh, well, just Smash is not enough, or oh, just Pokemon is not enough, but they're not understanding how popular and big Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is going to be. I'll give you guys just a little bit more information before we move on to the next topic here. But Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U combined to sell like 15 million copies worldwide, and that was on 3DS and Wii U. We all know what happened to Wii U, and we know that 3DS is not the premier place to play Super Smash Bros. Now with the Nintendo Switch, you essentially have a 3DS and a Wii U, and you have that put together, and it's even better because you can switch between the TV and not, with the functionality and everything like that. So imagine what it's going to do on the Nintendo Switch now that you don't have to buy 2 devices to get the functionality out of the games. 2 devices and 2 games, so you're spending hundreds of dollars on Smash Bros. If you want to play it portably and on the TV with HD graphics. Now you get all of that in one with every single character ever released in the franchise, plus a bunch of new characters as well. All of these different music tracks, all these different options to play. I mean, this is just going to explode, guys. This is going to be very, very good. Expect a lot of Nintendo 3DS owners who haven't made the jump yet to finally take the plunge this December when Smash Bros. Ultimate comes out. Also when Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee comes out. I think that's going to be a big catalyst as well. So what do you guys think about Super Smash Bros. And its current sales rankings right now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next topic here. We do have a rumor on the unconfirmed July 2018 NPD numbers, which puts the Switch at #1 hardware overall and Octopath Traveler as the #1 piece of software. And if this does turn out to be true, this is huge because some people were trying to say, once again, that Octopath Traveler couldn't be a system seller or was a weak title as an exclusive for Nintendo just because of the way it looked. But this right here, if this is confirmed true, once we get the numbers, this shows right here that Octopath Traveler does have some weight behind it. along with what else Nintendo has for the Switch. So the July 2018 official NPD numbers will be out next week, but we do have a leak here from someone who is a trusted source that has leaked information beforehand. And apparently, once again, the hardware-wise, Nintendo Switch is number 1 with 263,000 units sold for the month. The PS4 is number 2 with 187,000 units sold for the month. The Xbox One is number 3 with 152,000 units sold for the month. And the Nintendo 3DS is number 4 with 84,000 units sold for the month. And I think that out of all this, the Nintendo 3DS selling 84,000 units in July, if that turns out to be true with what software, it's barely getting anything, and yet it's selling that much. That just goes to show you guys evergreen titles, and just the price of the system. However, I guess the supreme or the top dog, I said Switch was number 1. However, it looks like the NES and the NES Classic, those two systems combined to sell 344,000 units plus. So that's just insane if that's the case as well. That's a lot of retro systems being sold. And once again, the NPD is just for the US only, doesn't track anything else, US only, so just keep that in mind. Also, the year-on-year hardware sales, Nintendo Switch is up 18%. Nintendo 3DS was down 20% from the previous year. PS4 was down 14% from the previous year, and the Xbox One was up 16% from the previous year. Apparently, the software goes in this order: number 1, Octopath Traveler; number 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe; number 3, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I'm thinking that that is just Nintendo-wise, or I'm not sure if that's overall. Not 100% on that, but either way, if this rumor does turn out to be true, this is big for Octopath. This is big for Square Enix. But I think that Octopath would be the number 1 game. I think that that is something that would probably happen because it sold 1 million units in a couple weeks. We do know that from Square Enix. We got the numbers for Japan. I'm not sure if Europe is as big when it comes to Octopath Traveler, so I'm thinking the bulk of that was here in the US. Plus there's the digital sales and all that and the rest of July. So I'm thinking that this might be true. I know that we saw it on Amazon. The sales positions on the Switch were super high. People were buying Octopath Traveler. Game was like sold out all July, something like that. I don't really care about positions when it comes to hardware. I'm just happy that the Nintendo Switch is selling and games that I love are selling. That's all that matters to me, is that it's doing well enough to continue to get support. That's all I want. I don't care if it beats one system over another or if it's second place forever, just as long as it's doing way better than the Wii U and doing better than the 3DS and projecting above so developers can continue supporting the system with what they can. That's all I care about. I just want to see the support, and we're seeing Octopath Traveler have a huge success. So of course that gives Square Enix confidence to ramp up more projects for the Switch. So what do you guys think about these rumored numbers here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final topic here, it looks like Ghostlight, which is a noted development studio in Japan, will be starting to port Japanese games to the Nintendo Switch. So Ghostlight are now official Nintendo Switch developers and will be working on Japanese games to the console. The first game it will port is a JRPG, however the game was not announced. Now if you check out the full blog post here, we can go over kind of what they said. So following from the recent Steam and GOG release of Mary Skelter Nightmares, we have some more exciting news for you all. All the paperwork has gone through, and I can tell you that we are now official Nintendo Switch developers, and so are able to bring our fantastic Japanese games to the Nintendo Switch as well as the PC. In fact, we've already started work on our first port, a Japanese RPG that I'm not able to reveal just yet. Now, they talked about while they do love bringing games to PC, and they discussed other things, and they just talked about why they're doing this, but overall, this is great to see. Now, Ghostlight, just to let you guys know, they've also worked with Atlus in the past, so what JRPGs could they maybe bring from Atlus over to Nintendo Switch? I think there's a couple possibilities here. Obviously, the first thing everyone's going to say is Persona 5, but I'm not sure if it would be handled that way from Ghostlight. So maybe they don't, maybe they do. Maybe we see like a Persona 4 Golden on the Nintendo Switch, or maybe we see something like Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Maybe Ghostlight works on that with Atlus and with Nintendo. Kind of the doors are open at this point. We don't know what Japanese RPGs they're going to be bringing over, but there is a lot of them that are only on like PS4 and PS PS Vita or PC and haven't came over to the Switch. And I'm like, yo, Ghostlight, bring over all of them. Bring over as much as you can. I love the fact that we're going to be getting more from them. And this is exactly what sales do for your system. When you have the confidence of the developers, when you're selling units, this is what happens to where more people want to invest in the system. This is what we didn't get necessarily with the Wii U, and what I like to see. This is the reason why I cover the sales and try to let people know, okay, well, guys, it's not based on how much power per se when it comes to all of the support that you can get. It's based on sales. A lot of it is based on sales. If the Switch continues to do really, really well, developers will literally reach. People will reach out there to developers. New development studios will come in. People will be hired. There will be a market built around the Nintendo Switch. So maybe it doesn't get everything day and day, or maybe it doesn't get every single other game that comes in the future, but there'll be developers that are dedicated to that system, because you know you have a game like Octopath Traveler, or you know you have games that you can release on the Nintendo Switch, and heck, even put them on PS4 and Xbox One, whatever it is, and it can still do well. You can still make money. So Nintendo is kind of like starting from ground zero. They're building their own scale, their own way of doing things. So this is awesome, and I'll talk about that more on PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. I think this is such a cool thing that is happening, and I'm hoping that they work with Atlus to bring over some of those classic RPGs. Atlus has so many cool games that they can bring over to the Switch and just enhance the play, because you can play a Japanese RPG portably and also on the TV. So what do you guys think about all the different information that we went over here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps to spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, YouTube live gaming pages, and consider supporting PlayerEssence. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.